You're watching WNIC Gainesville, NBC.
Now at 1, yesterday was Black Friday, and we'll take a look at how that played out through this year's circumstances. Governor DeSantis extends the ban on local mask mandates. Nightside Gainesville edition starts right now. Good early morning, I'm Nicholas Chetway, live in Gaines City this week, and as of now, it's the end of Black Friday and the beginning of Black Weekend. Yesterday, the pandemic didn't stop Black Friday shoppers from taking advantage of the best deals. The Best Buy parking lot in Butler Plaza was pretty empty around 4 a.m., aside from a few cars with shoppers waiting inside. At Celebration Point, instead of encouraging large crowds, most stores extended their Black Friday sales. Most customers have stated that they have felt comfortable shopping for Black Friday despite the pandemic. Retailers have also said that despite the circumstances, they have had a good turnout, and they have also encouraged people to come out and shop safely. On Tuesday, Governor Ron DeSantis extended an order from September that prevents economic shutdowns and suspends the collections of fines for violations of local pandemic ordinances. The order states that coronavirus-related ordinance may prevent an individual from working or from operating a business. The order also details Phase 3 guidelines for restaurants and prevents local governments from keeping restaurants operating below 50% indoor capacity. The session says the state of Florida continues to suffer economic harm as a result of COVID-19 related closures, emphasizing the impacts of the state of emergency, and Floridians should not be forbidden by local governments from working or operating business. While the September order doesn't specify mass ordinances, it does suspend the collection of fines and penalties related to the coronavirus ordinance violations. Welcome back here on this Friday night / Saturday morning. It's looking pretty good out there as of right now. don't know why it does it again, but I'm gonna fix that later. Anyways, take a look outside of Ben Griffin Stadium. You can see just a little bit of clouds on the horizon, but otherwise it's so nice out. Right now it is 64 degrees right now, so it's pretty cool. Not too hot and not too cold. On the weather radar, you can see that there's not really rain in sight. It's like pretty clear out, so that is good. For Friday night, yesterday evening it was 74 degrees, and over tonight it will continue to be 64 degrees, and by the morning it will be 65 degrees. It will continue to warm up into the 70s by tomorrow, but not over the 70s. We won't see any 80s for tomorrow. So take a look at the 7-day forecast. You can see that it will be cool next week. Tomorrow, or later on today, it will be a high of 76 degrees with a low of 61 degrees. Sunny, partly cloudy, kind of warm temps, not too warm. It's not into the 80s like I was saying. On Sunday, it will be a high of 78 degrees with a low of 65. It's expected to rain on Sunday. On Monday, it will be a high of 68. And catch this, a low of 35. Once again, a low of 35. It will be a low of 35. Now check this out. Tuesday, high of 52 and low of 30 degrees. That is below freezing temperatures. On Wednesday, it will be a high of 58 with a low of 36, and it is expected to rain that day. On Thursday, it will be a high of 70 and a low of 55. So as you can see here, it's starting to climb out. The lows are starting to climb out of the 30s and back into the 50s, which is still pretty chilly, but not as cold as below freezing temperatures. On Friday, it will be a high of 68 and a low of 50. Take a moment to look at that, just in case you miss anything. All right. Now, let's take a live look at flight. And staying on the topic, the past few days, coronavirus cases have been surging. 164,012 cases and 1,364 deaths were reported just today. And in Florida, you can see the new cases reported today were just above 15,000. The total death reported for today was just over 100. For reopening, the positivity rate is crucial. The World Health Organization has repeatedly said it must remain at 5% or lower for a 14-day span for the agency to recommend reopening. And as you can see here, it has not been. It has been over the 5% mark. Here are the new reported cases from yesterday and locally. Alachua County has 12,704 cases and 99 deaths. Marion County has 12,863 cases with 379 deaths. Levi County has 1,385 cases with 13 deaths. Governor Ron DeSantis put out a video message Wednesday morning to give Floridians an update on the state's plan for new therapeutics to treat COVID-19 and how Florida plans to distribute vaccines. DeSantis said he was assured by top pharmacists from Walgreens and CVS that once a vaccine is available for use, it will be sent out for more than 4,000 long-term care facilities in the state. We will wait for a vaccine. DeSantis said it's important to keep protecting the state's most vulnerable population, and that's why he set aside another 500,000 rapid tests for long-term care facilities. DeSantis said the goal will be to make sure all Florida's long-term care facilities get vaccines when they are available. According to U.S. leaders with Operation Warp Speed, there will be an estimated of 40 million doses of a vaccine available by the end of December nationwide. Since that means there won't be enough of the vaccine for all Floridians in the beginning, priorities on who will get the first to be set, according to DeSantis. DeSantis also talked about a new monoclonal antibody therapy called Regeneron that could recover people who have COVID-19 recover. The governor said that after Regeneron got its emergency use authorization it was on its way to Florida's hospitals. DeSantis has not held a press conference since the morning of November 4th. As companies continue to develop their COVID-19 vaccines, the University of Florida is closely watching the progression with the hope to stop the spread. UF Health says that once a vaccine is widely available, UF plans to provide all the vaccines to students and staff. They say the goal is to provide the vaccine for free to students and faculty after frontline workers and the most vulnerable receive it first. The university says they cannot force people to get the vaccine, but will offer them by appointment only, similar to how they give flu shots. Akash Verma and about 30 other Eastside High students teamed up to create a video to pay respects to frontline workers. The video was posted on November 24th and is getting a lot of attention on YouTube. As millions of Americans have been diagnosed with COVID-19, these students wanted to give a special shout out to doctors, nurses, EMTs, sanitation workers, officers, and scientists who sacrificed much to overcome this pandemic. Verma said it took almost a month to get everyone together and produce a tribute. Although Verma and his peers could have chosen many other ways to reach out, they felt only a video could capture how grateful they are.
Who he loves in that matchup or what the coverage is going to be.
The Florida football team has reported no new COVID-19 cases. This is the third time in 4 weeks the Gators team has reported 0 new cases, although the U.S. Athletics reports 10 new positive cases across other sports this week. Coach Nick Saban tested positive for COVID on Tuesday, but he says he's only experiencing mild symptoms. Also, boys basketball coach Bob Horodowski was about to enter his 28th season as the head of the program at Buell's High School. Buell's High principal James Tinbake made a new direction on October 29th, firing Horodowski after meeting with the coach several weeks before the start of the season. Tinbake said Wednesday, "We just needed a fresh new outlook." Well, that does it for this Friday night/Saturday morning. I'm Nicholas Chataway signing off from Haines City. Stay safe and have a good day.
You're watching WNIC Gainesville, NBC.